Ah, summer. When the sun is shining, the barbecues are burning, and your Libra alarm is going off because you've gone low again in the sun.
Yeah, honestly, it ain't summer until you've gone low mid food shopping, eating a melted lift chew from your pocket.
Today we're talking about how type 1 diabetes and sunshine go together like insulin and a heat wave. Oh, wait, they don't.
Nah, we'll be diving into sunburns that raise your blood sugars, heat that makes your insulin work too well, and why your hypo snacks turn into a molten goo the second they leave the house. So grab a cold drink, slap on some SPF 50, and for the love of Libra, stay out of the midday sun.
This is We Are T1D. And we're battling the sun. One sweaty hypo at a time.
Welcome to the We Are T1D podcast.
The realest type 1 diabetes podcast online. Hosted by myself, Mike, diagnosed at the age of 10.
And myself, Jack, diagnosed at the age of 30.
We are just two mates giving you an insight into life with this chronic condition.
Yes, we are adults, and although we try not to swear, it may happen occasionally.
Yeah, as Jack said, we are adults, but please take what we say as guidance and not medical advice.
No, trust me, we are not doctors.
We are just here to make sure no type 1 diabetic ever feels alone. So, yeah, kicking things off, what actually happens to the blood sugar in the heat?
Well, mine dips constantly.
No, mine does.
Unless I get my basal right, which takes a few weeks, but I hope I've got it all right for now, unless it starts getting hotter. Then I'll have to tweak it a little bit more.
And I say last summer, I think I was down to 14 for my basal. But at the moment, it's only spring.
I'm on 15 units of Lantus.
My nighttime one, I don't change. I'm not adjusting that because I don't wake up with morning glory, to my wife's disappointment.
You've got children, those days are gone.
Nah, morning glory, obviously everyone knows it's the dawn phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that's working out all right. And it's just the daytime. It's literally, I check the weather for the next day and it's planning my day and adjusting my insulin to get it right. Not always going to get it right. Actually, rarely get it right. So
Yeah, sometimes, see, with me, because like obviously where my job differs from each day to day, I tend to sort of leave my Lantus and my background insulin alone, and I would rather tweak my quick acting with my meals, obviously, so just do less insulin when I'm actually eating my lunchtime, so I haven't got as much active insulin in my system in the heat whilst I'm working.
it's effort, isn't it?
Find it's a lot easier doing that or just carrying a little extra few snacks.
Yeah. And also staying hydrated.
But yeah, that helps a lot.
It's not actually a myth that water makes your insulin work better. It's not a myth. You drink a lot of water, your insulin's going to work well.
Yeah, I find your body just works well.
And your mind.
More energetic, less fatigued, obviously more hydrated.
Yeah.
Water's good. That's what I've actually done recently. And the hot weather has helped that out, obviously, because it's not cold and I'm not craving hot drinks every day. So I'm slowly weaning away from coffees.
Yeah.
Which is helping me.
Proud of you, mate. Well done.
Thank you. I still have one here and there.
Oh, everyone likes one here and there.
Come on.
I've been on sunbeds as well, I can't lie.
You tart.
My sensors have been fine.
So you can go on a sunbed and your sensor's fine, but you sit in a car for half an hour and it melts.
Make it make sense. I'm mid talking there, I'm going low as well.
Don't start this.
Right, so but yeah, I can go on a sunbed and it doesn't affect my sensor, my levels, nothing. But I sit in the sun, it's just so different. It just affects everything. And it, like in winter, you know, when you went outside and you'd suddenly spike when it was cold.
Yeah.
Then you come back in and it'll level back out.
Yeah.
In the summer, it's the opposite. So you walk outside, it will say you're low, And then you go back in the shade or inside and you level back out.
Yeah, I've had that a few times actually, to be fair.
Make sure you're paying attention to the symptoms, I would say, because I've messed up a few times doing that.
Yeah, I have as well. 100% guilty.
And also, guys, if you get sunburnt, prepare for sugar spikes. It's a stress in the body, and we know what stress as a hormone naturally does to sugar levels.
Does it work like that? Does it?
Yeah, listen.
I've had sunburn since I've been diabetic, but not like bad.
Yeah, like I'm talking about bad sunburn, not like, oh, my arm's a bit sore. I mean, like, just generally.
You look like a lobster.
Yeah, so you get a lot of insulin resistance, and it's like being ill, I guess.
Okay. I'm not getting sunburn then.
No, not me.
But I don't like cream because I don't like cream.
I don't like cream.
I don't like cream, bruv. I don't like any cream. It's greasy and horrible. It's disgusting. Ugh.
I don't wear sunscreen.
No, no. If I do, I'd wear like a oil or something that I haven't got to rub in.
Well,
Because when it's on my hands, I don't like it. Carrot oil.
You're quite pasty anyway, aren't you?
Pasty? No, I've got a nice tan, bro. I work outside. Got a watch strap mark and everything, look.
I ain't. I use sunbed.
You wimp.
Won't find tan lines on me.
Fucking, what happened to you? What are you, a geezer?
Fucking hell, mate. You know what I'm saying? Like, walked in there, flipped the lid, and I was like, get in there, son.
Yeah. I want 60 minutes.
But right, yeah. Also, guys, you need to be very careful with your insulin in this heat as well. Because if it's above, say, 23 degrees and you leave your insulin laying in the sun, guess what?
It's not gonna work.
It's not worky. Oh no.
No, it's no worky. No worky. No. I made that mistake before. I think that was when I was first newly diagnosed. I actually put a post up about it on my Instagram. I remember I held my pen up to the light. I was like, what the fuck is that? Looking in it. And you could see like little crystals inside the pen.
That's it. Or it goes really like milky.
Yeah, like a cloudy almost.
Yeah.
Like it's not see-through. So yeah, that's how I clocked it. I think I was actually using that for a couple of days and I was wondering why my levels were being so stubborn. And then obviously I've realised, yeah, that's why I've probably left it out in the sun. So Fryo pouches, people, are pretty good. Or any sort of insulin cooler that you can get, that you just use a freezer pack. That's what I used when I went on holiday, and that kept my extra pens cool for the whole journey there and back.
Or if you want a little hack, right? Say you're out and about, suddenly you don't realise it's going to be as hot as it is. Buy some cheap little 10p ice pops, pop them in the bag with your insulin.
So there you go. You've got ice packs and hypo treats.
Exactly. Just totally combusted.
Combusted?
You
don't want nothing to combust when it's hot.
No, I just had one of my brain farts. That was a random idea I've just thought of now that I'm going to use this summer. Should we go for a barbecue?
Oh, we'll have a barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I spent the weekend by the seaside in Lincolnshire, and it was very, very hot. Done a hell of a lot of walking. And the only time I really went out of range was when I decided to eat an entire pizza and half of a garlic pizza bread at about 9:30, 9:45 at night.
Oh, that was a high night then.
It was a very high night. I think I hit 20s.
That's all right.
Yeah, and I think I spent the first 45 minutes hypo. So just typical pizza.
How did we go from summer to that?
I don't know. I was just talking about spending the weekend in the sunshine, wasn't I? But I was honestly, apart from that pizza, I had donuts, I had ice cream, I had fish and chips, I had calf breakfast, full fry-ups every day I was there, so 3 mornings in a row.
Nice.
And as I say, the only time I really went out of range was that one night I had a pizza.
So there you go, guys. The sun makes you less of a diabetic.
Yes, and exercise. Remember that's very important. Sun, walking, and water.
Yes. SWW.
Yeah. We could just say weather. 3 W's. WWW.
Oh my God.
Weather, water, walking.
I don't know whether Walter was walking. He could have been running.
Not water, water.
Oh yeah, water.
Yeah, sorry.
So yeah, the 3 W's, guys. Remember, makes you less of a diabetic.
Have you ever had a sensor fall off because of the heat?
No. See, I'm one of these people that have never had a sensor fall off due to sweat or anything.
No, I've had one come very loose, but once I've sort of my skin dried up and I became less sweaty, it went sticky again.
Yeah. See, I'm one of these people. My sensors only come off when I walk into a door frame. That's it.
Yeah, temporary fencing and bushes are my enemy. I'm all right with doors.
Also, little shelves. They've attacked me a few times.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine that. Like,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
you lift your arm up and bang, like, oh, yeah.
Trying to have to push something to the back of the shelf, mate.
Yeah,
obviously, your arm twists when you push.
Yeah.
Like catches.
Oh,
of
yeah, of
shelf.
course, yeah. When you're reaching things in, yeah, I'm with you now.
Mate, it's lethal. I've got to be
Yeah, not
careful,
good.
you know.
There you go. You can tell your boss that. I can't do that, mate. It's a hazard. I've risk assessed it and it ain't worth it, mate.
But I know a good few people have lost their sensors due to sweat, so it is a thing that can happen. So also, there's loads of skin tack companies.
Yeah,
We're not sponsored by any, so just find someone that you like. There's some pretty designs you can get.
yeah, there are some pretty ones.
Yeah, very pretty. Have a little flower and have a super tan line on your arm.
Yeah, that's a massive tan line.
Yeah, bro, that's probably half the reason I don't put them on, because why would I want that tan line?
And to be fair, I wore one when I was in Turkey because it was coming slightly loose. It didn't fall off, but it was coming slightly loose. And I was getting in the sea because I went out on a boat. So I put an adhesive patch over it. But as I say, it was coming loose because I was sweaty. I took the patch off and managed to keep the sensor intact. And it stayed on my arm for the duration of the holiday. It was fine.
To be fair, I have worn patches before. You just triggered. I went to like a water park holiday.
Okay.
So I got one of the waterproof ones.
Yeah.
And I wore that. So I didn't have to keep getting out, worried about my sensor.
Yeah.
And it survived. So I'm happy.
Yeah, that's good.
It is. It was really fun.
It was really fun.
Yeah, so they are the survival tips for weather. We thought this would be a really long, informative episode, but 20 minutes in, guess what? We make it sound so simple.
So, Mike, say if you was going out for the day and it's forecast to be between, well, say high 20s, maybe pushing 30s.
All right, yeah.
This might be the wrong question to ask you because I probably know the answer already, but what would you pack?
So what I would pack is my swim shorts, my insulin.
Yes.
I'd put it in a cool pouch, 100%.
Yeah.
Or I'd do my ice pop hack that I've made up. Maybe I didn't know it was going to be that hot.
You're gonna use that, ain't you?
Yeah,
You're quite proud of that hack, ain't you?
You know when you just, obviously I'm one of them people, I just randomly think of things and it comes out.
Yeah.
It's one of them moments and it happened live on the recording of this podcast. So guys, let us know if you've ever done that hack. I'm actually curious.
There's got to be someone out there that's done that before.
To be fair, all I'm going to pack is lift shoes, insulin in a cool pouch, and I'm going to dress quite minimal. Shorts, t-shirt.
No other sort of hypo snacks or nothing like nothing to bit of longevity, or just rely on the chews?
I'm going to have to choose. That's it. Because if I'm going out in the heat, I'm going to have places to eat.
Yeah, true.
Like, even now, going out, I'm one of them people, I just put my insulin in my pocket.
Yeah, see me, I always take stuff with me because I'm a tight fucker and I'm very impulsive. So me going into somewhere to buy a hypo snack would mean me going in there and probably spending about 15 quid on chocolate.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? That's what I do.
Nah, yeah, but then it just stays in the cupboard. Just
I eat it. I treat my hypo with sweets and insulin.
I like taking my stuff with me. It's a lot more convenient for me that way. I have in my pocket little like a little chocolate bar or just a couple of biscuits or something.
Can you reword this question, right? So ignore everything I've said, everyone, because I'm reckless. Jack's question to me is, how would I be a good diabetic going out into the sun when it's about 28 degrees?
Yeah, there we go. So what would you recommend somebody else would take?
Yes. So, right, if I'm taking out a kid that's type 1 diabetic, there we go. I would say,
okay.
Yeah. So I would make sure the insulin stays cool.
Yep.
I would make sure it stays out of direct sunlight. So I wouldn't have it in an open bag or anything. So the sun's just beaming down on it all the time. I'd keep it in a shady place. So say you're sitting by the beach. I would make sure I've got a big bottle of water. Like, one of them 2-litre bottles, 1.5 litre, whatever they are. I'd also make sure hypo treats are on tap. Big tub of lift chews. Big tub. The tubs you can get, because they're the fastest acting. I would also make sure you got carbohydrates to back up the lift chews. So maybe a packet of crisps, even some rich tea biscuits or something like that. Something that isn't going to melt in the sun. Make sure it's no chocolate. You don't want chocolate because it's going to put chocolate in your pocket. It's going to look like you pooed yourself. You don't want to do that. I tried to stay so serious, man.
If it's a Snickers, it looks really wrong.
Right, so yeah, I'll do all that. And I'd also take a sun hat and sun cream and stuff like that.
I still to this day, if I'm going out, I will still take my finger prick with me as well. Just in case something goes wrong with my sensor. I
forgot mine existed. Sorry, guys.
You got so used to being robotic, you forgot your basics.
It's in front of me as well, look. And I'd also take my... Why do I call it a BM? Blood monitor. It's actually a glucose monitor. It should be a GM. Yo, man, I got my GM in my bag, I'm going to check.
I thought it was called a BGM. It's a blood glucose monitor, because then the sensors are called a CGM. Because it's a continuous glucose monitor.
Well, growing up, it was a BM. I don't know if that was because of the older BM.
I'm sure we've had this exact conversation. I'm getting so big deja vu.
Yeah, so am I.
Like the BN theme tune and everything. We've heard it. I'm sure I've heard that.
Yeah, I think we have. It's been 2 years now, isn't it? Guys, find the episode number, let us know.
I find taking at least like some sort of fizzy drink, if you're quite partial to a fizzy drink, I like taking a can of Coke with me, because obviously when it's hot, it's nice to treat your hypo with a nice cold drink. Do you know what I mean? So you're getting that craving of having a nice sugary drink as well as treating your hypo. Yeah. I find that quite helps.
And to the adults, drink alcohol. It's fine. It's going to balance so nicely.
Yeah, to be fair, I had a few beers when I was down the seaside on the weekend.
If you don't drink alcohol,
really do a lot.
Just have zero alcohol. Just
got a thing for Coronas at the moment, mate.
Have you?
Yeah, Coronas and a bit of lime.
That's so 2019.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't drink a lot. I don't drink a lot, all right?
Coronavirus, isn't it?
Do you know what? I'm so slow. I didn't even clock that, bro.
Fuck, he's useless, isn't he, guys?
Nah, I just think you've just come up with the maddest dad jokes, bro. The only people that get them are dads.
Oh, sorry, guys. My shit sense of humour.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing there. Wait till I have children. I'll be right there with you, bro. It's like having a kid's like a pass to be a cheesy bastard.
I like cheese.
I like cheese.
But yes, surviving the sun is It's quite easy, guys. Just be aware. That is it.
Have your alarm set high, so you got plenty of notice.
That's a very good one as well. How did we miss that one, Jack?
Yeah,
I'd set it around 5.
yeah, it's exactly what mine's set on 5.
Mine's 4.5 because I like to live on the edge.
So daring, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
That's what my nighttime one is.
Oh, I turn it off.
At least your heated blankets out of season now.
Isn't it? I'll tell you what, night times I've been perfect. Apart from last night.
Yeah, I'm all right when I don't snack.
But yeah, I'll say night times I'm actually quite smooth sailing now. So it shows you how much was the heated blanket or the Nova Rapid.
Yeah, could be.
It's time for a giggle.
What's the story?
So we got one from Ellie, her name is. So she goes, I was on the beach trying to pretend I'm a normal functioning adult with a fully operational pancreas. You know, the usual.
Yeah, of course.
It was 29 degrees and my Libra sensor was hanging on by a sheer willpower. I just told my friend I'm fine for the 4th time, even though I was 3.2 and sweating like ham.
Oh, wow.
Then I passed out gracefully into a sandcastle. Woke up with a very kind 9-year-old trying to feed me Capri Sun. Absolute legend. Thanks, Tommy. Turns out the sun had cooked my insulin. My backup pen was also fried. I'd forgotten my hypo snacks. What the fuck? To make it worse, I got the kind of sunburn that makes people wince when they look at you. My Libra peeled off with the skin, not even joking. Ugh. Sorry, I didn't mean to hear your story. Oh, for God's. So, is that it? That's it. So that was the listener story. So basically, they had a bad hypo. Thanks, Ellie. Sorry. Sorry.
So they had a bad hypo because their insulin got cooked by the sun.
Yeah.
And then they were so sunburned that when they peeled their Libra sensor off, their skin come off with it.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
Oh.
Thank you, Ellie.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So, well done to Tommy.
dumb.
Tommy, I'm guessing. Oh, P.S. Tommy's my brother. Well done, Tommy.
Oh, there we go. Well done,
There you
Tommy.
go. So your little brother treated
At least you
you
knew what
hypo.
to do.
Yeah. Don't worry, she does this all the time. Capri Sun to the rescue.
Just face planted the kid next door's fucking sandcastle that he's worked on for hours. It's alright, she just needs a juice. She's cool.
Well, she's not. She's hot and sunburnt.
Well, yeah, that is true.
No, but thank you, Ellie. Thanks for submitting the story.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, you're a sunburned warrior. Well done.
I'd love to see the patch from the Libra sensor.
Yeah, halfway down your arm. But yeah, thank you. Well done, Tommy, for looking after your big sister.
Yeah, smashed it, mate.
Yeah. And so you got sunburned, you spoilt your insulin, had a mad hypo. You pretty much summed up what not to do in the sun, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you, Ellie. That was entertaining, short, sweet, dramatic. Anyway, guys, I hope you like this episode because we tried to be very informative.
Well, as much as we could.
Yeah. It's quite hard, you know, to talk about one thing.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's really hard to stay on topic.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Well, now the summer months are actually creeping in. Me and you might be a little bit more busier instead of just every week going, oh, we went to work.
Yeah, exactly.
We might actually meet up.
We went to the Wet n Wild Splash Park.
Oh, yeah.
I threw my Libra sensor down the slide first and tried to catch it. And Jack goes, I didn't just go to London and do spray painting.
Oh, no, I'm still going to do that.
I actually went somewhere else. I went swimming in the Thames. Mike was like, Jack, slow down. And then we didn't find Jack again because that place is polluted. Do not go swimming in the Thames. What? I've gone hypo. I'm so sorry.
Oh, let's wrap this up before Mike gets us cancelled.
What else can we do?
Not a lot.
Barbecue live in Hyde Park. Are we allowed to do that?
I don't know. We'll look into it. If we can, we will.
Yeah.
100% I'm down for that. I'll cook.
There's probably a Lidl's in London somewhere. Yeah, there is, Tottenham Court Road. We just go buy one. Tenner.
There you go. Job done.
Right, so yeah, guys, sorry about the outburst. I do apologise again because I get excited. When I get excited, I just come out around and waffle. Really appreciate you listening. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this one. We're going to get out of here before it goes completely south.
Yeah.
And as usual, we shall see you back again, same time, same place, next week. And make sure you follow us up on the socials at T1D_Mike and T1D_Jack. And it's at We Are T1D on all other social platforms. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you keep commenting. Please make sure you keep reviewing and leave us a 5-star rating. We love you.
Aw,
Ah,
that was cute ending.
it was nice, wasn't it? Right, let's get out of here and let everyone crack on with their sweaty
And
senses.
guys, don't forget about the 3 W's.
Yes, weather, walking. Oh, what was it, the other one? Water.
This is how scripted we are, guys. We couldn't even remember what we talked about.
Oh, we are T1D, baby.